Shanti Dope, the story of a young voice. What happens when a 16-year-old kid steps up to the mic, not with noise, but with poetry, turning rhymes into protest, verses into vision, and fear into fire? You get Shanti Dope, a young Filipino rapper who didn't wait for permission. He broke in, spoke up, and sparked a movement. Not because he wanted fame, but because he had something to say that couldn't wait. If you like this type of stories, please like, share, and subscribe for more. Shanti Dope, born Sean Patrick Ramos, isn't your typical rap success story. He didn't ride the wave, he became the wave. At an age when most teenagers are still figuring out who they are, he was already writing music that would force a nation to listen. And in doing so, he proved that wisdom doesn't come with age, it comes with awareness. His story isn't just inspiring, it's a blueprint for every dreamer who refuses to wait their turn. From obscurity to spotlight, a star born from silence. Growing up in Manila, Shanti was like any other kid. School, home, friends. But something set him apart. He had a pen, and he knew how to use it. Inspired by local legends like Glock 9 and international giants like Eminem and Kendrick Lamar, he started writing at a young age. Not just for fun, but to speak out. His name? Shanti means peace. Dope represents the rawness of his art. A contradiction? Maybe. But it's that balance that defines his style. Peaceful in presence, explosive in message. He released his first tracks independently, and they caught fire online. Before long, rap circles were buzzing about the kid with mature lyrics and a rapid-fire flow. It wasn't just his skill, it was his substance that made him unforgettable. Breakthrough moment, Narang, and a nation's awakening. His breakout single Narang was a storm. It didn't just trend, it transcended. Suddenly, every corner of the Philippines was echoing his voice. The song wasn't loud in production, but the emotion hit deep. Narang wasn't just about love, it was about confusion, intensity, and vulnerability. The kind of emotional honesty you rarely hear from someone so young. And yet, he delivered it with the polish of a seasoned pro. That moment marked a shift. Shanti Dope wasn't a fluke, he was a force. Not just bars, but bravery. But what made Shanti stand out wasn't just the catchy hooks or sharp rhymes. It was his courage. He wasn't afraid to tackle controversial themes. When he released a Mats, he stirred the entire country. The song was misunderstood by authorities, even questioned for promoting drug use, but Shanti stood firm. He clarified that the message was spiritual, not narcotic. It was about finding a natural high through life, art, and purpose. It wasn't just a defense, it was a statement. That young artists shouldn't be silenced. That rap wasn't just noise, it was nuance. And Shanti Dope had just proven that even a teenager could challenge power with poetry. Collabs, culture, and credibility. As his fame grew, Shanti didn't settle. He collaborated with legends, Glock 9, Abra, KZ Tandingan, and even international stars like Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Every feature proved one thing: he could hold his own against anyone. But even as the stages got bigger and the lights brighter, he never lost his core. Shanti stayed rooted. He continued writing about real-life struggles, youth identity, societal pressure, and mental health. He showed that you can be famous and still be honest. In a world chasing trends, he built a brand around truth. Voice of a new generation. Shanti Dope became the unofficial spokesperson of Filipino youth. Why? Because he spoke their language. He captured their fears, dreams, and frustrations with clarity. He wasn't a manufactured artist. He was one of them. He gave a voice to the misunderstood, to those growing up in broken homes, navigating broken systems, and dreaming of something more. In a country where youth voices are often ignored, Shanti's success was a loud reminder. The young have something to say, and we should be listening. Staying true in a changing industry. What's remarkable about Shanti is how he stayed true to his essence. He never traded his identity for virality. While the music industry often demands quick hits, dance trends, and sellable smiles, Shanti remained a lyricist first. He understood something most artists miss: longevity is built on authenticity. Fame can fade, but impact echoes. And Shanti Dope has been echoing in the minds and hearts of his listeners since day one. He rarely chases clout. He lets the craft speak. And that's exactly why he's earned respect not just as a rapper, but as an artist. The evolution continues. Now in his 20s, Shanti is far from finished. He's grown not just in age, but in artistry. His flows have tightened. His beats have evolved. His stories have deepened. And yet, that fire from his teenage years still burns. He's not here to impress. He's here to express. And as he matures, so does his message. He talks more about legacy, discipline, and growth. He knows his audience is watching, not just his music, but his moves. And he embraces the responsibility with grace. Final thoughts: why Shanti Dope matters. Shanti Dope isn't just a rapper. He's a reminder that your voice matters, no matter how young you are. That art isn't about being loud, it's about being real. That you don't have to follow the blueprint, you can write your own. He showed us that being young doesn't mean you're too early, it means you're right on time. He broke barriers not by shouting, but by speaking truth in rhythm. So if you're a young dreamer doubting your place in this world, remember this. Shanti Dope started with just a pen, a beat, and a message. And that was enough to shake a nation.